channel. This is Angel Advice with Alayja. I'm Alayja. If you have never been here before, welcome back to the channel. Why did I just say that? I said if you've never been here, welcome back. I meant if you have been here before, welcome to my beautiful aces. If you've never been here before, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for checking me out, spending a little time over here on this little corner of tarot too. There's so much tarot out there in the world, so I appreciate you spending a little time over here. Okay, let me start shuffling and talking. So today's message is inspired by the Wheel of Fortune. We're gonna see what we're in for, but that's the message. Like the Wheel of Fortune, you might feel like things are delayed right now. You might feel like you've been really waiting for something. It might just feel like things are dragging, things are going slow, but what you need to know, what your spirit team wants you to know, is that they're working on things in the background for you that you're just not able to see right now. But they're making so many moves for you, and they just are like, be patient. You are just wait for divine timing. Just be patient. Just wait on it. That's the vibe. What else? I don't know if I already said it, but everything is a process. That is another message that I wrote down when I wrote down the Wheel of Fortune, so that goes with this message. Oh, another thing that I was really thinking with the Wheel of Fortune is like, the one thing that you are guaranteed in this life, guaranteed, is change. And that's what the Wheel of Fortune talks about. It talks about a shift. It talks about a change that is going to happen. It will happen. The question is just when. We just don't know when. Something could take off sooner than you expect it to. Okay, Spirit, let's start with the general energy. I want to see a general energy. Let's start with the general energy. Hey, welcome in, you guys. Hi. What's up, what's up, what's up? Okay, general energy, Spirit, for this reading. Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. And I just heard the song Don't Stop Believing by Journey in my head. Okay. Hey, you guys. So yeah, don't stop believing. That's a message. What is the general energy here, please, Spirit, for this message, for this channeled message? Everything is a process. Talk about divine timing. Talk about the Wheel of Fortune. This is crazy. Hold on. I feel just give me a cramp in my hand. Okay. General energy. And then that, okay, I'm gonna just take it because my hand was cramping anyway. 6 of Swords. Healing. Some of you guys, what you're waiting on is a move. It's a physical move. For others of you guys, it could be mentally too. Like you're or that's the process that's currently happening right now, is it's that healing. It's that mental healing, getting through something, leaving those turbulent waters, getting to somewhere more calm. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. So the Hierophant speaks to Taurus energy, the throat chakra, speaking your truth. So that is a part, I feel, for y'all in your healing. It has been healing for you to speak your truth, for some of you guys to sing. Teach others in some sort of way, possibly, how to heal. For others of you, this could be seeking like spiritual guidance from like a guru of sorts, or seeking that guidance from yourself, like working more on seeing yourself as that spiritual healer energy in order to help yourself heal. And then, like I said, again, sharing that with other people, speaking your truth, teaching other people about that. Some of you guys feel like you could be waiting on a platform, waiting for more like followers, waiting to like help people, more people heal. The Page of Wands. Something new, feeling inspired. Oh no, the cards are sliding. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Given the energy of speaking something into existence, being very excited and being very excited to speak about something, to hear about something. Connecting with your root chakra. And that card says, you are a badass being full of love, life, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. And I feel like that card represents being in alignment, honestly. And like I said, you're with your root chakra, like doing things that feel authentic to you, that are engaging to you, exciting, fun, thrilling. Being around people who make you feel that way. I don't know if I dropped another one. Hold on. I don't think I did. Okay. 9 of Wands. We're gonna get some clarification, but this does feel like wanting to open up to new people after healing. Talk to more new people, going on new adventures, just exploring something new after some type of healing, after possibly an isolation period, feeling a little bit more isolated. Like this feels like for some of you guys, it's like wanting to find like similar minded people to yourself so you don't have to be isolated, looking for that healing environment and feeling kind of guarded in order to protect yourself, like literally guarding your authentic self. and just feeling very like suspicious, like everybody's like a suspect kind of. Like that's the energy that the Nine of Wands is giving me. Bottom of the deck, you got the Hanged One, Pisces energy. The Ten of Pentacles. And the Eight of Swords. Being that the theme of this reading is like the about change, about the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is about embracing change, embracing healing, and even embracing patience, and recognizing like part of the Wheel of Fortune, part of the spirit team working behind you is that everything doesn't just show up overnight. It takes time, because you have the Ten of Pentacles here. It's just giving me this energy of it takes time, but it can be very frustrating, and it might give you a lot of anxiety, wondering when will you feel stable, you know, like when can you create your family with the Ten of Pentacles, when will you have your legacy. But the Hanged One energy is understanding that, is really looking at, understanding things from a higher perspective, looking at things differently, and understanding like, this is building me up to be the person that I need to be in order to achieve my Ten of Pentacles. So the strife that kind of happens in between, it's necessary in order for me to develop. For many of you, this literally, like, some of the strife you experience is literally like enhancing your clairvoyancy, like enhancing some of your spiritual gifts. I heard discernment as well. And it's like there's a feeling of discomfort here, and it's like there's something, I feel like it's like it's getting comfortable being uncomfortable, like finding like that in between. It's like everything is not what you want it to be, but you still have what you need. You're exactly where you need to be, and really understanding that and fully understanding that perspective. And what's the word I was using before that I'm now blanking on? It's like embracing it, fully embracing that feeling as well. I forgot I shuffled already. Okay, clarify the Hierophant, please. Clarify the Hierophant. I feel like it's like, it feels like the message, because the general energy right now is the Six of Swords going along with the message. It feels like there's just a healing that's taking place in order to prepare you for the change that's getting ready to occur, or possibly you could be having more energy coming into your life. The energy, like energy of more people, and like needing you to be like ready to be open to that energy. The Wheel of Fortune also is a number 10, and the number 10 represents completion, endings, like completion, something being over and done with. But 10 also breaks down to 1, which is like the number of new beginnings. Like, you know, like, and every ending is merely just a new beginning. And that's a perspective thing too. Some of you guys have been experiencing an epiphany about family. Some of you as well, that's something that's coming through. You can feel conflicted about family. But perhaps you're trying to look at that differently as well. The Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. But you could also be having an epiphany about money, or an epiphany about your legacy, epiphany about how overthinking about how you're going to have a legacy is actually taken away from you living in the present moment, experiencing in the present moment. It's like, let's cross that bridge when we get to it type energy, like worrying about problems that you don't have yet, possibly. Clarify the Hierophant, please, Spirit. Clarify the Hierophant. And now what I titled this is coming back to me. Everything is a process. It's a process. It's a process. Clarify the Hierophant, please. Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant, please, Spirit. Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is telling me that it's a master. Like, it's reminding me, like, it feels like it's a master of something. Oh, and the Hierophant is number 5. Number 5 is the number of change. And if you give the wand away from the Page of Wands to the Nine of Wands, you get the 10 of Wands. Clarify the Hierophant, please, Spirit. Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant, please, Spirit. Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here, please, Spirit? Clarify the Hierophant. I feel like my cards are not coming out. Like, I'm like, did I shake? I swear I did not change how I shuffle. I'm shuffling the same way I always shuffle. The 7 of Swords. Clarifying the Hierophant. So something about imposter syndrome. Getting to the root of any doubts that you have about why you don't deserve something, why you are not worthy of something. Perhaps that legacy that you dream of, perhaps even your 9 of Cups, whatever it is that you dream of, whatever your manifestations are, your business, career, family goals, love goals. Like, you might be like questioning or doubting if those things are even possible or feasible for you. Hey. Why is the Page of Wands here? Why is the Page of Wands here? Why is the Page of Wands here, Spirit? Why is the Page of Wands here? This also could speak to you talking about things that you feel are hidden and bringing those things to light. Like I said, the Hierophant is already Taurus energy connected to the throat chakra. It talks about speaking your truth. So there could just be some truth that you've had in the dark and you're like, yep, it's time to bring these to light. Or there could just be a voice that you've been keeping in, some stories you've been holding, something like that type of energy, that type of vibe. It's like, I have a lot to say and I've been holding back, and it's like, now it's time to free it, time to let all of that go. You can even have like doubts of like, oh, nobody cares, nobody wants to hear what I have to say, nobody's gonna listen, like energy like that, doubts like that. Clarify the Page of Wands, Spirit. Clarify the Page of Wands. Hold on, y'all. Those cards are probably gonna take a second to come out anyway. Yes, okay. Clarify the Page of Wands, please, Spirit. Why is the Page of Wands here? This feels like an opening of the throat chakra. Just like some people could have felt like they had a blocked throat chakra, and your throat chakra could be clearing at this time, healing. You could have done some Reiki on yourself, on your throat chakra. Or some type of spiritual cleansing. Page of Wands, please, Spirit. Why is the Page of Wands here? Everything is a process. Even healing is a process. That's a vibe. Or that's a message that I just got. Healing is a process. Speaking your truth is a process. Getting through your imposter syndrome. That was crazy. That was a crazy Freud slip. I was saying Down syndrome. So somebody could definitely have Down syndrome who watches this message. You could feel like that's a fight, that's a struggle, and like you want to speak more about it, speak on it. It could be specifically like the way you're, like you want to speak about the way you're perceived and you don't think people want to hear it or listen. Do it, even if that's not your case. But you feel, you share those feelings, but you don't have Down syndrome. That could also be a message for you still. It's like letting people in is a process. Trusting people again is a process. Getting inspired even can be a process. And it's a process and it requires change. Clarify this Page of Wands, Spirit. Clarify the Page of Wands. I feel like that was in the reverse. Hold on. Is that in the reverse? Yeah, it's in the reverse. The Five of Cups in the reverse with the Page of Wands. It's giving me this feeling of like, it's like inspiration, not wanting to be inspired by your own pain, or not wanting to use your pain as inspiration, not wanting to turn your pain into, I don't have a saying for it. I thought it would just come to me as I'm saying it, but it's not. I was just say pain can make beautiful art. Sometimes when you're hurt, you can make beautiful art using those feelings. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And it could be like you're not trying to tap into those feelings at all, because this Five of Cups is the reverse. This almost feels like a sadness of change, like a sadness for change. Wanting to stay in the sadness. It's like a feeling, it feels like not wanting to be inspired. It being in the reverse just makes me feel like it's held up energy. It's stuck energy. Clarify this Nine of Wands. Spirit, clarify the Nine of Wands. Thank you everybody who liked. Appreciate you guys. Nine of Wands. Clarify the Nine of Wands, please, Spirit. Clarify the Nine of Wands. Clarify the Nine of Wands. Clarify the Nine of Wands. It's like the sun is so pretty, but it's like so hot. But get into the makeup, get into the face. Let's see. Clarify this Nine of Wands, Spirit. Clarify this Nine of Wands. For some of you guys, it could be that you're literally like trying to like ignore some type of grief or depression or sadness. And then for others of you, just kind of, it feels like you're just like, it just kind of feels like there's a sadness about the new beginning, just a little bit. Just a little bit, because it's going to require some growth possibly, some uncomfortability, some change. And it's like, ugh, I don't really want to do that. Okay. The Empress. Period. The Empress. Come through with the Taurus energy, Libra energy as well. Clarifying the Nine of Wands. Like, what? What? The Seven of Swords. Imposter syndrome. The Five of Cups, which I would typically call the depression card, in the reverse. And the Empress. For some of you guys, though, this in the reverse represents possibly for some of you guys that you're not sad, that you're overcoming this depression, that you're trying to get out of it, you want to get out of it, you want to move through the grief. But possibly maybe it's that you're rushing it and you need to feel a little bit more. That could be the vibe for some of you guys. Not everybody, take it for resonates, leave if it does not. Nine of Wands clarified by the Empress. Literally, the Empress is about this, she's this energy where she's amazing at receiving, and receiving is hard to do. She's clarifying the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands, it's very obvious that this person is isolating themselves. They are suspect of everybody. They are protecting themselves. The Empress is like a completely opposite energy of that. And I literally feel like that's a huge switch, a huge flip. So it's definitely going to feel a bit uncomfortable. Bottom of the deck, you have awakening. Literally a complete switch, a rebirth. Awakening also, aka the Judgment card, about about following your spiritual calling. And it's about making a choice. You have to say yes or no to something. There's gonna be a choice, and you have to say yes or no. I'm gonna do this, or I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do this, yes, or I'm not gonna do it. But the Nine of Wands with the Empress feels like you are ready, like I said, like it feels like this new energy, this rebirth. I want to begin anew. I want to be open. I want to welcome in new energy. I want to welcome in whatever it is that God has for me, whatever my spirit team has for me. Because like I said, this reading is inspired by the Wheel of Fortune, which kind of talks about that feeling of things being stuck, things being stagnant. But the fact that there is change, there will be change. It's the only thing that you're guaranteed in this life, besides the fact that you're gonna die. It's very depressing, very blunt. But it's also a happy thing, because like if you're in a moment that's not the greatest, it's like it will be better. It gets better. That's like the vibe. It gets better. It's for a reason. There is no pain without purpose. That's I Smile, a lyric from I Smile, I believe that's the name of it. Or it's called Just Smile by Kirk Franklin. Behind that, you have the Eight of Swords, and that's the second time we're seeing this in your spread, or not in your spread, but in your bottom of the deck energy. So yeah, like this anxiety, this fear, this paranoia that stems from yourself. Keeping yourself in fear of your spiritual calling, keeping yourself in fear of this rebirth, scared and overthinking this rebirth. But you got it. You got this. You got this. Your spirit team is like, we are right there with you, baby. Period. Wheel of Fortune. Hello. What did I say? They're moving things for you in the background, behind the scenes, that you just don't even know. They're like, we got you. We are right next to you. There is no need to worry. We will give you the strength to do the things that you need to do. Leo energy with that strength card coming out. You will be recognized, appreciated. You will inspire others with the power that you have to do the things that you do. And the only answer you're going to have is, God gave me the power to do these things. I could not have done this without the power of my spirit team, without the power of my angels, without the power of my ancestors, without the power of God. Period. There's a change a-coming. There's a change a-coming. That was such an interesting spread. Let's get into some more. Let's get into some closing messages. I think I have to put this down because it's too hot for that. Starting with a Doodle Tarot. Yeah, I'll start with a Doodle Tarot. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. This is exciting. You got healing, a lot of healing going on, deep healing taking place in order to prepare you for this physical, for many of you, a physical move. Oh no, hold on y'all. I dropped a card and I have no idea. I'm like, is it even worth it? Should I try to get it? Like, did I really drop it or do I just think I dropped it? Oh, I did drop it and I see it. It's an easy place. Yay. All right. Let's get it. Let's go. 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 Okay. Closing messages. Closing messages for the collective. Everything is a process. Wheel of Fortune. Endings. But what is an ending but a new beginning, right? All that good stuff. Okay, closing messages, Spirit. What do you have? What do you have for us? We have me almost dropping the whole deck and then making a great save. Because these cards do be slippery. I just bent them up and stuff. That's annoying. It's okay then. That's life. Okay, here we go. For real this time. Closing messages, please, Spirit. Closing messages. What closing messages do you have for the collective? About the changes that are coming to them, about the stagnancy that many of us feel, many of them as well. I say us, yeah, but then I meant to say them, but then it is us, so that's why I said us, I think. The stagnancy. What do we need to know, Spirit? What do you want them to know? Feels like literally everything that is happening right now, that this part of the process is literally just, it's healing. In order to then open you up, like in order to then like help you be open to receiving, getting into this receiving energy, because you can't receive anything if you're not in the energy to receive. Like for Spirit to give to you, Source to give to you, God to give to you, you got to be open to receiving. And literally the Nine of Pentacles. Hello, hello, duh. Here's that abundance. Here's the abundance that is to be received. Nine of Pentacles talks about, you know, enjoying the fruits of your labor. It talks about entrepreneurship. It talks about financial stability. And I feel like this is, and we saw the Ten of Pentacles, and we saw the Ten of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords. It's like, that's what you're worried about. Like, this is what you're worried about. You're worried about this. And Spirit, it's like Spirit with this card coming out feels like, it's like they're saying, don't worry about this. Like, don't worry about that. You will have that energy. You will get into this Nine of Pentacles energy if you have not already, because we're all on different timelines. So for some of you guys, that's going to resonate, and for others of you, it's not. Some of you guys might already be on that path, that timeline, where you are experiencing that healing. But perhaps, like I talked about earlier, you could be worried about some problems that you don't even have yet. And it's like Spirit's like, don't worry about that. This, like, remember how you used to worry about that? Like the same way you used to worry about how this entrepreneurship was going to work out, how this financial stability was going to work out, this Nine of Pentacles, and you got it now. So don't worry about it. Don't trip off that. Cross that bridge when you get to it. More money, more problems, though. More money, more problems. Closing messages here, spirits. The Temperance card. Number 14, which breaks down to the number 5. Again, the number of change. You have 2 9s now, which is the number of perspective. So at this time, I feel like you're getting your perspective is heavily fixated on the ways in which you are expending your energy, physically, emotionally, mentally, and financially. Those are under heavy scope right now. Just like, you're like, what do I need to be doing? What don't I need to be doing? And that's literally the perfect energies for this, because Temperance talks about filling your own, making sure your cup is full before you try to tend to the need of others' cups. And I feel like that is exactly what I just talked about. Like, you can't give to anybody if you're not if you're not well. And like I was just, and literally just before that, what I was trying to connect it with is the fact that I was just talking about how you're expending your energy. This card is like the ultimate, it's like, this card is about transmuting energy, taking negative energy and making it positive energy as well. But yeah, it definitely follows that same energy of how am I expending my energy. It's an evaluation of how I'm expending my energy and then making sure I'm giving myself enough energy. It's an energy of self-care. That is very important. Also, the Empress being here, I should have definitely said that earlier. It's very important for you to do self-care. Like, that's very healing to you this time. I feel like it will make you more open to, like, make other people, like, you feel more inviting. Like, that's the word that's coming to mind. But I also feel like it'll make you want to interact more with other people. When you, like, put on your best and when you do your self-care and when you feel your best, you then can show up as the best version of yourself in the 3D. One more, please, Spirit. One more. What closing messages do you have for the collective? What closing messages do you have for the collective? What closing messages do you have for the collective? What closing messages do you have for the collective? I'm looking up because I'm like, how do I still don't remember how to like highlight things. I think I did it just now. Okay, now I know. Bottom button. That's how you highlight. Ooh, that was the 9 of Cups that just flipped over. And I definitely was talking about the 9 of Cups. And then it just fell out, bro. It flipped over. I like put it back, like, and then it just fell out. So I'm gonna take it. Period. 9 of Cups. And now you have 3 9s. So 9s are definitely important. You could be seeing 999. It could be a life path 9. But yeah, heavy energy of this, because this card to me is about epiphanies and it's also about perspective. And the number 9 talks about perspective. So I feel like you were literally just like really seeing things for how they are in a very positive way, because you could use this information in order to heal you and really like keep you going on the right path, keep you on the straight and narrow in order to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Because the 9 of Cups is that manifestation that I was talking about, that wish, that dream, that goal. When I talked about the 7 of Swords, I talked about why you feel like you're unworthy of this thing, getting to the bottom of that, talking through it. Perhaps some of you guys are even looking into getting therapy to help you work through some of these emotions and feelings of closed offness and trust issues. I do see that as well. If you are not thinking about it, and that's coming through as a message your spirit team is telling you to think about it. Consider it. It would be very helpful. Like if you're like, should I do therapy? Is that actually going to help me? Your spirit team is like, yes. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Again, doubling down on the Sagittarius. Perhaps tripling down on the Sagittarius. There's a lot of Sagittarius energy here. You could have Sagittarius placements, or you could be a Sagittarius. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Manifestation, very in cahoots with her spirit team. That's why she has the black cat on her lap. That represents a spirit guide. But she's very much, she speaks things into existence, which I was talking about earlier. Like she's the person who's always saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And the people around are like, might be like, wow, they get a load of this guy. They always say they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And then within the next couple of years, you see said person doing this and doing that, all in which they said that they would. And people are like, wow, look at this person doing this and doing that. Like people are like so surprised. And sometimes depending on the people. And then the Queen of Wands is like, I told you I was going to do those things. Remember when I said I was going to do that? I meant it. But also this is telling me like right now it's very important for you to nurture your energy of creation, nurture your creative energy. It's important for you to focus on the things that make you feel happy, the things that make you feel excited, alive, beautiful, sexy, confident, all of those things in that realm. And like I said, creating things that you could create too that also lead you down those same paths of feelings that I just talked about. Bottom of the deck. Anyone want to guess? The Ten of Cups. Your spirit team is like, we got you. We know what you want. We know what you're manifesting. You're manifesting love, happiness, fulfillment. For some of you guys, marriage, a family, commitment, all of those things. And if not, it's Ten of Cups can be different for everybody. When I thought of this Ten of Cups, I thought of a Ten of Cups for my other deck. And in that deck, it's a person who's in Paris by themselves. And that's the trip and the life that they've always wanted to live. So your Ten of Cups is going to be different for everybody. But yeah, happiness overall, though. Seven of Cups. Do not be fooled by the illusions. Everything that glitters is not gold. There's a lot of ways to do things. So but it's up to you to choose how you find your happiness. I feel like, and this kind of talks about, I feel like that energy that I was talking about earlier, just like the annoying, yucky energy of life sometimes, where life just be lifing, and it can be very confusing, and it's hard to make choices, it's hard to choose, but it's like, am I gonna live, like, how are you gonna spend that time? Are you gonna spend that time manifesting from a happy place, or are you gonna spend that time like more, I don't know, just in that isolated Nine of Wands energy, that Five of Cups energy, just more in a somber energy. It's giving me like, keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. You know what makes you happy. Harness that, tap into those things and manifest from that place, rather than sitting and wondering, sitting in this place, because this Seven of Cups almost feels like this place of suspension. It's a suspended feeling of like, what do I really want to do? Because you really don't know. But it's like, you know what you really want to do. Don't sit there and question it. Do the things that you really want to do. Follow that feeling. Follow that intention. Okay, I'm going to clarify these, and then that'll be the end and then I'm going to pull some like 3 oracle cards, and that'll be the end of this message. I hope that you guys are enjoying it, and yeah, that's it. My phone overheated, so I'm back. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear me. Hopefully my phone won't overheat again. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna pray. I probably should have let it cool down a little bit more before I turned on the video, but I did not, so we are back. Yeah, we're back. Hold on, maybe I can move you guys up just a smidge. Okay. This is a weird angle. Don't mind it. Okay. I was clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, so let's get back into that. And hopefully, I am going to turn this off. I want to turn the car off because I don't want the freaking, what's it called? Oh, I'm being silly right now. Okay, hold on, y'all. I didn't want the air conditioner to be so loud y'all can't hear me talking. That's my only concern, really. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't overheat again. So happy I can resume my stream. Shout out to whoever did that at the YouTube company. You're doing something right. Anywho, let's get back into it. Let's keep it pushing, keep it going, because y'all know, like I just said, my battery is hot. My phone hot. I'm just so happy I can resume the live, and I didn't have to start another one. Okay, here we go. Nine of Pentacles, back on track. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles for me. Clarify that Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, hold on. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. These cards are so slippery. It's weird. Okay. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? That one. See, that one jumped. And what card is it? The Ten of Cups. The one that I was telling you all about earlier, where the person is all alone, living their best life in, like, Paris. Nine of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Cups. Which honestly feels like you are, like I said, you will receive the fulfillment and the happiness and the stability, the independence, the financial independence that you desire in this life. You just have some healing to do first. Perhaps some of you guys have to physically move somewhere, like I said in the beginning of the reading. There's a physical move that's impending, and it will bring upon not only, like, it will also bring upon a emotional and spiritual healing as well. Clarify the Temperance card, please, Spirit. Clarify the Temperance card. For some of you guys, this could even be like a trip, not even like a move fully, but a trip, like a vacation to like a cruise, like literally, because I'm looking at this dude on the boat, be cruise, or like just somewhere that has water, like it could be a lake, like Lake Tahoe. And the Eight of Wands is coming out, which speaks to inspiration, communication, excitement. And that's like the complete opposite now of like what I was feeling earlier when I pulled that first spread. It's like this healing, doing more self-care, because it's clarifying the Temperance card, doing more self-care, making more time for self, making sure your energy is replenished fully before giving to others, leads you to being more inspired, which inspires other people as well. The Nurturer of Mugs, Queen of Cups, clarifying the Nine of Cups. And literally, she's on the beach. Or she's by the beach. Bottom of the deck, you have Justice, which represents good karma and balance. And I feel like this is justice. Like this is justice. Like you deserve these things. That's what it feels like. That's what I want to say. Like this is justice for you to get your Nine of Cups, for you to get your manifestation. You are manifesting this Nine of Cups energy. You are on the path to achieving what it is that you want, but you have to really focus on keeping your energy in high spirits as you're on your way there. That's what it feels like. Even the Queen of Cups being here, it's like nurturing your emotions and your feelings, like making sure you are sound, checking in with yourself along the way. That's the way to keep yourself happy. Make sure you're happy along the journey. Like the Nine of Cups, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So you need to be happy along the journey, but not just happy in the destination. Or you wouldn't even be happy when you got to the destination if you weren't happy during the journey. How many people arrive on vacation after a delay and some other stuff on the flight, and they're so happy when they land? They're not, because it's like, bro, the journey was all wonky. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, As you can see, I don't like bugs, and I'm terrified right now that is in my car. I just saw a carpenter bee. If you know what that is, they are huge black bees. They don't sting, but I am terrified of bees. Like, I'm terrified of bugs, so even a bee that don't sting ain't a bee for me. Oh, I'm so stressed right now, you guys. I don't want to get back in the car because I'm scared this bee is gonna jump out. And this is why I should have stayed in the car. Sometimes my anxiety literally, it just takes over, bro. Like, I could have rolled the windows up, but no, I got out of the car and ran away. Okay. Oh God, I really hope it's not in here. I'm so scared. Okay. If you were in the live while that happened, wow. If you just got here, hey. Anywho, I was just talking about making sure that you are checking in with yourself, keeping yourself sound as you are on your journey. Because, yeah, the journey is guaranteed to have some bumps in the road. It's not going to be perfect, but it's like, how are you, like, if you're checking in with yourself and, like, just nurturing yourself along the way, I feel like it could ease the process a lot. That's what I'll say. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared, you guys. I'm so scared right now. I'm scared of a bug being in here. Bottom of the deck, like I said, Justice. This is Justice. You have the Seven of Pens, which is the Seven of Swords. Seeing that again for the second time. So definitely confirmation about imposter syndrome. And this is something that I feel like you're challenging, getting through, working through. Four of Wands. Some of you guys could feel like you have successfully worked through it. I feel like that could be part of the healing as well, is really working, like I said, freeing yourself, letting out whatever truths you feel like you need to let out, and that is justice. You feel like justice is being served, because I did talk about that earlier. For some of you guys, if there's a truth that you feel like you needed to share, your throat chakra was blocked, it's now open, it's now cleared, and now you can share that truth. And this is justice. It's bringing in your good karma, your divine justice, your success, your accomplishments with this Four of Wands, something that inspires you. And now I'm gonna have to turn on the air because now I'm scared to let the windows down. Not super loud. My Wi-Fi or my Bluetooth is off, so you guys shouldn't connect to my car. Okay. Moving on. When I encounter a bug, the reading it's like not going, it now doesn't feel like it's going as smoothly as I wanted it to go, but that is okay. That is okay. You guys, I'm so terrified that the bee is just gonna pop out. You see, that was one of those things that's like, make a wish. I just got scared of it because I'm so terrified right now that this bee is just about to pop up somewhere, even though I'm almost positive that bee took it's behind, it's big old behind somewhere, and is living its best life elsewhere, not thinking about me. Okay, did I shuffle these? I did. Okay. Spirit, can I have a card, please, for the collective, for this spread? Everything is a process. Be patient with yourself. Nurture yourself. Yeah, like I said, do that self-care, do things that make you feel good, because that will like cause like this burst of inspiration. It'll cause you to like easily be able to like harness your energy, your creative energy, to create things. I also definitely do see somebody traveling. If that's something you want to do, like I said, a vacation, I definitely do see that. Some of y'all need a vacation to inspire you. And to also like nurture yourself, keep yourself. That's the self-care that you're in need of. Some of you guys could be feeling called to take a vacation, and it's like, yes, the calling, do it. Take that vacation. Dude, like, why is a carpenter bee so big? For what reason does it need to be that large? You don't even sting, bro. Just making me have a heart attack. Abandoning my vehicle for nothing. Okay. Spirit, can I have one card, please, for this spread? Wheel of Fortune. For some of y'all, that's something that's going on in the background. Spirit is like, there's a good trip coming up for you. You don't even know it yet. Some of y'all not even thinking about going nowhere. But you feel like going somewhere. You're just not thinking about it. You haven't planned anything. Angel of Balance. Bottom of the deck, you have the Angel of Strength. Lots of angels. 48, you are very divinely protected. You are very divinely guided with all these angels. 48 and 50 breaks down to 5, which we've been talking about a lot. Change, the number of change. It requires a lot of strength to go through these changes. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 breaks down to 3. And then 3 talks about connection and co-creation with your spirit team, but also soulmates here on Earth. So finding a balance between isolation and hanging out with other people. That's what I'm getting off rip. Finding balance between connecting with your spirit team, but also connecting with your soulmates here on Earth. It says being centered and self-honoring in your choices. That's what the Angel of Balance says. Yeah. Talks about balance, just balance coming into your life. Things might have been feeling off center, off balance, but they're coming into balance. Trusting your intuition to guide you into getting more balance in your life as well. That was another message that it was relaying. Message for the collective, please, Spirit. Message for the collective. Message for the collective. Message for the collective. Message for the collective. Wheel of Fortune. Everything is a process. A message for the collective. Closing message, please, Spirit. Closing message here for this collective. For the collective message here. Change. Open to change. I swear this was the bottom of deck energy. Aquarius energy. Open to change. Literally change. That is the key word in this reading. Change, 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 change. Being open to change and balance as well. Balanced, like that energy is coming through heavily here. Like it's about the balance. It's about the balance. Bottom of the deck, New Moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. New beginnings for you to be a leader. New opportunities in, yeah, whatever I just said about new, whatever, to meet new people and also lead those people. And just like I said, change. Like this card says, change. Some of you guys are open to taking on more of a leadership role. That could be it as well. You guys are, some of you guys, it's like you're opening up to like, perhaps like making yourself be more disciplined with something, because Capricorn energy does talk about discipline. So you could be wanting to like make yourself be more disciplined as far as like interacting with people, making yourself be a little bit less isolated. And last but certainly not least, we will get a African goddess. Message for the collective, Spirit. Message for the collective. Message for the collective, Spirit. Message for the collective. Check my phone. Oh, it's not even hot. Cool. Message for the collective, Spirit. Message for the collective. Message for the collective. Message for the collective. Closing message for the collective. What do they need to know to finish out this reading? What is the closing message? What is the final closing message? Final message here, Spirit. Final message. Final message here, Spirit, for the collective. What do they need to know about this change? Everything is a process. The Wheel of Fortune. Change. What do they need to know? Closing message. What closing message do you have for the collective? That is crazy, bro. I knew it was going to happen too. You got the bottom of the deck energy for both of those last cards. And when it happened the first time, I was like, what if it happens again? And it did. So something could happen. Like, you were like, what if that happens? And then it does. Like, something like that could happen. And this card is literally the intuition card. Like, that's, what the freak? That's so weird. Bottom of the deck, you have betrayal. And that reminds me of the imposter syndrome that we talked about so much today. Because to me, I remember this card talking about betraying yourself. Like, you, when things sometimes don't go your ways because you betrayed yourself, but basically. Like, it talks about, like forms of self-sabotage. And it kind of reminds me of earlier when I was talking about discernment. Like, don't betray yourself by not using your own discernment, by not using your own intuition. Like, not that it matters, but I could have said out loud that I thought that was going to happen, but I didn't. Not that it matters. Makes a difference. I can still tell you guys either way. But yeah. That's the vibe. 35 breaks down to 8. And I don't know why. The fact that it's a 3 and a 5 is standing out to me because your other cards broke down to a 3 and a 5. So that's interesting. 35 breaks down to 8. The number of abundance. 20 breaks down to 2. The number of connection. Let me see what the book says. But yeah, with this card, it's trust your intuition always, baby. Keep trusting your intuition. You are exactly where you need to be, friend. Don't compare yourself to other people. And this says, who really betrayed you? Betrayal from others mirrors you betraying yourself. And literally, this says, use discernment in your relationships. And I said, it reminds me of discernment. Betrayal makes it difficult to trust, but without trust, your relationships are a lie. Trust that no matter what happens and no matter how long it takes, you will survive and thrive. The real question, have you betrayed or abandoned yourself? And it just gives me that vibe of, like, I was talking about, like, there's a sus energy. That's that 9 of Wands energy. Like, there's a sus energy, but it's like, if you really want to connect with people, you have to be open. It's like when all the people who betrayed you in the past, you betrayed yourself in a way. That's what this card is saying. Like, think of it in that way. It's a mirror of you betraying yourself. Trust your intuition. Don't doubt your intuition. Trust your intuition. Trust red flags that come. That's another thing that's coming up to me. Okay, that's everything I have for you guys today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!